Hi guys, I'm Vidya and today I'm sharing with you this recipe for an amazing body butter. It's super easy to make and it's so good for your skin. I've used it in my pregnancy to avoid stretch marks. It's got all natural ingredients and the links will be in the description box for the ingredients. For this recipe, you need equal amounts of all the ingredients and I'm using 1/3 cup each, and that was enough for my pregnancy. And I'm using two kinds of butters and two kinds of oils. So 1/3 cup of shea butter and 1/3 cup of cocoa butter. You can also substitute other butters like mango butter instead of these, and 1/3 cup of coconut oil and 1/3 cup of almond oil. You can also use vitamin E oil or olive oil or jojoba oil instead of this, but almond oil is my absolute favorite, so I'm using this. You can also add an essential oil of your choice. I'm adding lavender. I actually prefer something citrusy, but I'm making this for a friend and people generally like lavender essential oils. You'll also need a large mixing bowl and a hand blender. I've placed a large saucepan on high heat and filled it halfway with water and bringing it to a boil. This will create a double boiler and help in boiling the butters without coming into contact with direct heat. I'm adding all the solid butters and oil into the mixing bowl, starting with shea butter, which is excellent for your skin. It has a lot of natural healthy fats and vitamins E and A. I'm adding cocoa butter, which is again rich in antioxidants and really good for your skin, preventing stretch marks, etc. Then I'm adding coconut oil, which is my favorite. It's got lots of antibacterial properties along with moisturizing. And I'm skipping the almond oil in this stage because it's already liquid and does not need to be melted. I'll add the essential oil at the very end and not right now because that is heat sensitive, and I'll give the butters and the coconut oil a little mix and put it on the saucepan with hot water. As you can see, the heat from the steam is melting the butters and they don't need to come in contact with direct heat. In fact, direct heat actually damages the natural properties of these butters. The butters have almost melted and I like to take it off the flame at this stage, and the remaining heat will melt the rest of the butters. That way they are not in contact with heat for too long, and the natural properties of the oils are preserved. I'm adding the almond oil at this stage while I'm waiting for the rest of the butters to melt completely. I'm giving it a good stir to make sure that the oils have combined fully, and at this point it has already cooled a little bit. I'll wait for it to cool a little bit more and I'll put it in the refrigerator for about 1 hour. So depending on your fridge, it'll take about 45 minutes to 1 hour, but take it out of the fridge at this stage when it is not completely solid so that it'll be easier to whip. So I'll start the blender at a low speed first, and about a minute or so after that I'll put it on medium high speed and whip the butters. And I'm adding about 10 drops of lavender essential oil while I'm whipping the butters. Keep whipping the butters until you reach a stiff peak consistency, and this would take about 10 or 15 minutes. And here the peaks are not stiff yet, they're still very soft, so I'm going to keep whipping for some more time. About 5 minutes later, you can already see how light and fluffy that butter looks, and I've got my stiff peaks, so the butter is done. This butter can stay for a really long time if you make sure that there's no moisture in it. So if all the spoons and utensils and the jar is completely dry, you can have it for months together. You can store it in an airtight container and put it in the fridge if you live in a hot place, or you can just leave it at room temperature if it is winter. I used to apply this on my belly when I was pregnant starting from the second trimester onwards, and it has really helped with avoiding stretch marks. It's got all the benefits of these natural ingredients minus any preservatives or any chemicals like parabens that come in lotions and creams. So I love it, and it also makes for a cute little handmade gift. I love using this as a hand cream as well. It does feel a little greasy in the beginning, but the skin absorbs it all and leaves it really soft and moisturized. And I don't have to worry about all the chemicals from the hand creams and lotions to get inside my food when I'm cooking. So I hope you found this video useful, and I'll see you in one of my next videos. Take care. Bye.